Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be a scent safari episode, which I haven't done in a long time. Those of you who don't know how scent safari works, it's where I get in touch with the house gets in touch with me, and I get some samples and I give you guys sort of my quick impressions on some of the fragrances. The house we're going to be taking a look at today is called Atelier d'Or. And this is a relatively newer French fragrance house that was started in 2015. You can find their fragrances at Lucky Scent if you're looking to purchase. And here in New York City, Oswald carries the line as well. They've been getting some really good attention in the community. I reached out to them. They were kind enough to send me samples. They sent me 6, and I picked 4 that I thought would be most interesting to me today. They have some newer fragrances out, and I believe at some point they're going to send me samples of those as well. And if so, I will do a part 2 on this house. Now, the nose behind these fragrances is Marie Salamagne. Very prolific perfumer. She's done work for Guerlain. She did Tokyo for Kenzo, a fragrance I very much like. She did a lot of fragrances for Jo Malone. She's done some of the Maison Margiela replica fragrances, and she's done many fragrances for Saint Laurent, including, I believe, Splendid Wood. So all 4 of these we're going to talk about today, she did, and the retail is the same on all these, $275 for 100 ml. Eau de Parfum. So not really cheap, but also not on the higher end of the the niche spectrum. So let's get right into it. 4 fragrances. First one we're going to talk about, left to right, is Cure Sacre. Cure Sacre, $275, 100 ml. The notes on this one: juniper, cardamom, cypress, incense, saffron, cedar, leather, vetiver, and cypriol. So this is nice. This is like a fresh leather fragrance, which, those are kind of hard to come by. CH Man is a little bit like that, but this one's very different. You have leather, vetiver. There's almost a dash of a petrol note, if that's your thing. I really enjoy those kind of notes and fragrances. This is a really good leather fragrance. One of the better ones I've tried recently. I definitely think I'd wear this, and I'd probably buy this as well and do a full review on it at some point, because I think I like this one the best, to be honest with you. There's like a crisp cedar here. I get juniper and cypress. This is like a fresh green leather scent, but not like Italian leather by Mimo, which has that like tomato stem note. This is more like almost like a niche, drier version of CH Man by Herrera. I like this better than Italian leather. It's not as dense. This is almost like a Jean-Claude Ellera like fragrance, so like a transparent, fresh green leather. I really enjoy this one. I think this is really good. If you like leather fragrances, this is different. I would check this out. Next one we're going to talk about is called Aube Rubis. The notes on this: bergamot, black currant, grapefruit, iris, violet, sage, praline, Haitian vetiver, and patchouli. Now this is a very smooth scent. It's like a smooth gourmand patchouli. There's almost like the fruit is almost like savory. Like it's very like, it's not the fragrance is sweet, but the fruit notes aren't super sweet. There's a nice whack of gourmand notes from the black currant and praline. You definitely get a little bit of iris in this one. This is really nice too. This reminds me of something very much that I can't place, like one-to-one of something I've smelled before. This is in the same club as Dior and Valentino Uomo. It's not identical, but if you like those kind of fragrances, I think you really will like Aube Rubis as well, because it's sort of that kind of fragrance. It's sweet. It's kind of masculine. There's some iris in it. Really good. Next up, we have Lune Filine, which I think means mooncat. Notes on this one: cinnamon, cardamom, pink pepper, green notes, cedar, wood, ambergris, styrax, musk, Peru balsam, Tahitian vetiver. So this is, this is vanilla and resin. Really sweet, but there's like a syrupy, woody thing going on here. Certainly a vanilla fragrance through and through. If you ask me what kind of fragrance, it's a vanilla fragrance. But it's a different one. It's very spicy, it's thick. I don't know if I like it. I'm not sure. I see the vanilla is really like almost like vanilla frosting. And I don't know that the balsam, the woods, and the ambergris and the styrax, I don't know if they balance this out enough to sort of take away from that sweetness. I feel like it's just too sweet for me. I think vanilla, if you like vanilla, I would definitely check this one out, but I think for me, a little too sweet. And then the last one, L'Arame au Désert, incense, cypress, patchouli, gaiac, cedar, citruses, amber, benzoin, and woods. And this one, yeah, this one is, there's no mistaking, no doubt about this. This one was here for the incense fans. This is a really nice incense fragrance. Not really church incense, more like a silver frankincense sort of fragrance. You get a little bit of smokiness from that gaiac wood, cypress, a little bit of vanillic sweetness from the benzoin. I mean, look, there's a lot of fragrances like this out there. The question is, like, does this one float your boat? You know, there's tons of incense fragrances. This is a good one. This is a really nice one. To me, it's, as I said, it's way more like a actual frankincense note, than like actual frankincense oil, than it is like, you know, like a burning incense accord that, you know, a lot of people associate incense with that smoky incense. No, and if you actually get incense, you know, essential oil, you very quickly see that it smells. It's almost like terpenic. It's lemony. It's kind of fresh, and I get that from this. And then obviously there is some gaiac, there's some resin to give it a little bit of heft. So not a bad fragrance, but nothing special. And that's sort of, you know, I think these are all really good. I don't know that there's anything that blows me away. Certainly Cure Sacre is my favorite, and I would buy it. But there's not, I don't know, there's the one that makes me go nuts. I think they're all really good. You know, I think if you like Nascimento and Amouage fragrances, I think you definitely should check this house out and just go through them, because I do feel like from these 4, even the 6 that they sent me, there was also an iris fragrance and a rose fragrance. There's something for everyone, and these are definitely well-made fragrances. So check them out. I'm going to link to them in the description, and I'm happy to, you know, review their newer fragrances and do a second Sensifari if they want to do so. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If there's a house that you would like to see on this series, leave a comment and I will try to make it happen. I'll see you again next week with more videos. My name obviously is Maximilian. Peace.